Hello, everybody. Welcome to Something to Talk About, and this is yet another Lord's Guard episode in that series. So yeah, heading out west, and yeah, let's just do it. You guys ready? Hi, welcome. My name is Taco, and this is Something to Talk About, where I make a Song of Ice and Fire content. Mostly, I also do some other stuff. Got a Pokemon role-playing game. Go check it out. But, yeah. But today, I'm doing a Song of Ice and Fire content. Some days I do, like, character lore vids. I do at least one of those a week. But right now, I'm in the middle of a little mini-series where I'm breaking down what if every High Lord had a, quote, Kingsguard, and we're going with the Lion Guard. We're going with the Lannisters. We're Westerlands, headed out west. So yeah, and I'm pumped. So I'm gonna ask you if you've never watched one of these. I've done a lot of them now, and I don't want to waste a bunch of time reading this really long thing. So if you haven't done it, pause it, read it, and yeah. So just the really quick version. I don't edit. I just do this kind of like one big long take. So I got some improv and stuff. And also, so this is takes place during the time of the beginning of the books. This is a hypothetical that if for some reason after the real Kingsguard happened, every other house adapted and got their own Kingsguard. So this is taking place at the beginning of the book. So where these characters are in the timeline is the beginning of the books. I will kind of move some stuff in the past to justify them joining, but I'm not going to go back and be like, oh, I bet they had a Marbrand join when, 200 years ago, and that's why the Marbrands don't exist anymore. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. But they do follow the rules of the Kingsguard, so they can inherit, they can't have any more kids. They serve till death, right? So, yeah, or else this would just be a top 10 fighters list, and that's not what this is. I'm trying to actually find the most eligible for the Lion Guard. I did do a poll on my YouTube channel, and you guys liked Lion Guard. I had a couple other names, but that's the one we went with. So there we go. Let's just go. Let's check out the Lion Guard, and we're gonna start with a Frey. No, wait, before you say, but Freys are from the Riverlands. You said earlier that you don't have people. Nope. This Frey is from Lannisport. He is a son of Aemon Frey and Jenna Lannister, and they live in the West. And even during the War of the Five Kings, these guys side with the Lannisters because they live in Lannisport in the West. So don't be pulling that. Hey, Mark, you said no houses. This is the Lannister phrase. All right, cool. Lionel Frey. Yes, a Frey, but a Lannister Frey. He's the second son of Aemon Frey and Jenna Lannister, younger brother of Cleos Frey. And he isn't heir. That's Cleos, and Cleos is still alive at this point. And I think that Jenna could convince Tywin into letting him join. It would bring glory to the proud Aemon, because Aemon's all about glory. Excuse me. The only hiccup is that Lionel is married to a Crakehall, but we can say he joined the Lion Guard before he got married. So there we go. Moving right on. Lionel Frey. I wanted to squeeze a Frey in. I thought it was fun. All right. The Lannisters. So I'm sure you guys are expecting certain people, and this might be one of them. And this is one of the few Lannister monsters, Lannister dogs that I let in. Not that kind of dogs. Not a Clegane yet. All right. Sir Amory Lorch. Yeah, he is one of the Tywin's attack dogs. He is described as a brutal, unintelligent man with piggish features. He is not in the line of succession at House Lorch, so he is free to join. I see him asking to join as a reward for his horrible acts during the sack of King's Landing, thank you, and the Rain/Tarbeck Rebellion. He does a bunch of awful stuff in the past, so I'm assuming after he does all that awful stuff, Tywin walks up and goes, "You're really awful," and he'd be like, "Can I join the Lord's Guard?" And he might. That's it. I hate Amory Lorch, but he is an awful monster, but the type of man that Tywin needs, and he will keep him close. So before you say anything, I'm not filling this up with Tywin's attack dogs, okay? I've made other decisions. So this is like one of the few. All right, you guys ready? One of my favorite characters. When I covered him twice. He was my first character I ever covered, and I covered him for the year anniversary, and he is one of my favorites of all time. You guys ready? Flemeth Brax! Don DeMarco, bang, bang. It's like that. It's like that. We gotta love Flemeth Brax, dude. Heck yeah, my boy. The Unicorn Knight himself, Flem Brax. He is a shoo-in. He's a renowned knight. He's a really good fighter. Tywin and Jaime trust him with the command of the Horse Knights throughout the War of the Five Kings. Not command, but, you know, part of them. Part of the command. Adam Marbrand commands him. Throughout the War of the Five Kings, later in the books, he is the third son of Lord Brax at the start of the books. Yes, all the Braxi start to die. But that's during the War of the Five Kings, right? So this takes place before. So we just know, at least because of his importance later on, that people like him, right? And then he's still pretty far down the line of succession at this point. So yeah, he is the third son of Lord Brax. I already said that, started the books. Plus, I think you guys would riot if I left him out of the Lion's Guard. He is a fan favorite for a good reason. Yeah, I think if I left out Flemmy, you guys would throw a little Flem riot. Little Flem riot. I have Flem riots all the time. All right, you guys ready? I got a Clegane. I do. I put a Clegane in here. I thought long and hard. And it's not the Mountain. The Mountain's a head of House Clegane. He's not a lord. He's a landed knight, but he's head of House Clegane. And there's already a Clegane that's pretty much does the job of a Lord's Guard in the books. And that is, of course, the Hound, Sandor Clegane. Okay. Maybe it's a hard sell. Maybe a couple of you guys might not like this, but since it's at the time of the book start, he is already Prince Joffrey's personal guard. And just like in the main books, they'll let him join regardless of knighthood. Yeah, he's not a knight, which I've never really made that matter too much when it comes to Lord's Guards. Like there's a lot of non-knights in the Lord's Guards already, but I feel like two places it would really matter. Like, it probably would matter in other places. Like, I think the Vale and the Stormlands, they would probably want you to be knighted, but I absolutely think the Westerlands and the Reach, I would need to have knights. Except for this guy, because he joined the freaking Kingsguard. I'm talking varsity. He joined the varsity guard. This is JV. He joined varsity guard without being a knight. So I think they would look the other way for this, too. Same people in charge. He would be doing the same job, just watching Joff and the other kids, until he eventually gets called up to varsity to join varsity Kingsguard. He is a shoo-in. I have decided through chat, after I put a couple of these out, that I like the idea that they have the option to move up to Kingsguard, right? So maybe whenever somebody needs a Kingsguard, they can look down at the varsity and bring one up, or to the Crownlands. I haven't decided if I'm doing a Crownlands one yet. He is a shoo-in, well, until he runs away at the Blackwater. Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to be too upset. I mean, you gotta have Sandor Clegane in. I think that you guys would be more mad if I didn't do it. Speaking of somebody who needs to be on this list, Sir Lyle Crakehall. Yes, the Strongboar. He is a middle son of Lord Roland Crakehall, making him out of succession, which is really important to me. He also has a reputation of being a very good fighter, pairing that with his friendship with the Lannisters, specifically Jaime. He's good friends with him, and with Flemeth. He is Flemeth's not a Lannister, but you know what I mean. He is a perfect choice. He's big, strong, has a booming voice, much like Flemeth Brax. He's a fan favorite for a good reason. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to sell Lyle Crakehall to you guys at all. Like, this list was I think the Westerlands list was one of the easier ones because we know so many knights from there, because we get to like travel alongside Jaime a lot, right? So we learn a lot of the knights, but we also know that a lot of them are really known and profound. And not only that, but you guys as the fans and me and all the fans love a lot of these knights for good reason. So, I mean, especially Flemeth and Lyle, it was like, they gotta be in there. All right, now I got a weird one. This guy's a little more out of a field. Which field does he? That left field? Left field. He's out of left field, right? Because we got Forley Prester. Not as sexy choice. Not as sexy as Strongbow or Flemmet or even Sandor. But he makes perfect sense. Forley is a older knight that may have been in the guard for a long time. He is a cousin to Garrison Prester, Lord of Fireflies. So he's not in succession. Although Forley is short and bald with a pinched nose and a grizzled beard, Sir Jaime Lannister thinks he is rather capable, which is decent praise. So I see him working more as a battle commander or an advisory role. So even though he is a capable fighter, you don't really need every one of these guys to be the best fighters because you have the Hound, you have Brax, you have friggin' the Strongbow. So those guys are your fighters, right? This dude's smart. And he would probably be Lord Commander if it wasn't for who I got as Lord Commander. So, drumroll, please. Drumroll, please. We got... I hope you guys like this, okay? Because we got Daven Lannister as Lord Commander. I love this. Daven is a Lannister that loves his family, but is pretty far from inheriting the Rock. And he isn't yet married. He's about to get married. It might be another red wedding, we know. But he was trying to marry, I want to say, a red wine, but it wasn't working out. So he now is just going to be staying close to the family and serving as in the Lion Guard and becoming Lord Commander seems like a perfect path for him. He is big, he is smart, and he is a decent fighter with a pretty good attitude. He is an odd pick, but I like it a ton. And it gets him more involved with the main story, and that's a good thing. Yeah, as much Daven as we can, please. So yeah, Daven Lannister, I love it. I think having a Lannister is exactly what the Lannisters would want as your Lord Commander. I think Tywin would take a cousin that isn't, amounting to something really large, and he puts him in there, right? Probably the same thing with like getting a Lionel Frey in. Somebody's going to be like, hey, my son, he's not inheriting the Rock, right? There's nothing really like the Lannisters of Lannisport. Daven isn't. He is not. I know a lot of people think that all the cousins are just Lannisters of Lannisport, but those are actually a more branched off family, and it's not one of these guys. It's not Daven. Daven is not going to inherit Lannisport or the Rock. So he's perfect to just join the Lion Guard. I call it Lion Guard. I almost call it Golden Pride. Lion Guard, and be an awesome Lord Commander, and it's going to get him more into the story. So when we read the books in this fake universe I'm making up, he's going to be front and center. Not front and center, but he's going to be more in it. He won't be front and center. But yeah. All right, guys. There you go. Go check out. I got the playlist to watch all the other Lord's Guards. And I got just a couple left, right? Yeah. Do I just got one left? I'm not sure. I'm not counting right now, but it's not much. So yeah, I think I might just have the Reach left to come out. But if I'm missing one, I'm going to make it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you guys. If I didn't already say, click like and subscribe, do all that. And you're amazing people. Thank you for all your support. And if you know anyone who's going to find this nerdy discussion fun, do it. Show it to them. And also, this is just my list. It's just a goofy little list. If yours is different, that's okay. All right? It's fine. Okay. Peace.